What's up, Nerf Herders? I'm Scott.
John.
J-Bone.
And welcome to the Nerf Herders podcast. This is episode 13, and we have got an amazing amount of news. This last week was unbelievable loaded with news, so we're going to jump right into this here. First and foremost, we're going to get through the Star Wars stuff here, and a huge thing happened. Josh Trank is fired and will not be directing the second Star Wars spin-off movie anymore.
But they told us at Celebration that he was sick.
Yeah, they knew then. Like, that was a story there. Like, they had to have known then. That's why I didn't bring him on that panel.
Wow, they totally lied to like everybody.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, apparently what had happened is, so he directed the last Fantastic Four movie, and there were issues on set where other people had to come stand in for him, and he just was a very absent director, apparently. And I guess they're happy. Yeah, I guess they're happy with the movie, but he wasn't. It wasn't a big part of the production.
Which Fantastic
Like
Four?
the new one that's coming out.
So
No way.
Yeah, I guess there were some issues with him on set and stuff, and
Fox
Sony
didn't like him.
or Fox. Yeah, Fox. Word got around, and Disney was like, "Done, dude. We're not going to play with it."
They don't even want to risk it because of what you're talking Star Wars, dude.
Star Wars is a different level. I wonder, like, what his history is, I guess, with this mess. You know, like with Chronicle.
Well, yeah,
you wonder if there was
Chronicle,
like,
Fantastic Four, and then this.
yeah,
He's
you wonder
young.
if he had any issues with Chronicle.
Yeah,
Because
who knows?
I mean, it's been a few years since Chronicle, so it's kind of like why has he been so absent since
And
Chronicle
that movie
came
was
out?
good. I actually like Chronicle a lot.
Yeah, Chronicle is a really good. That's why I was really excited for this, because Chronicle was good. I was excited for Fantastic Four only because his name was attached to it, and now I am excited because it looks good. And I was really pumped when he was doing Star Wars, and he's gone now. So now we're gonna get a new director, which it sucks because I was looking forward to Josh Trank, but it's also a good thing because this is kind of a clear indicator that Disney's not messing around. It's like, listen, like, you want to come be a part of this, you're going to be on your A game. We're not messing around.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But here's the bummer. This is why it's kind of a bummer that Josh Trank is gone, because it's now confirmed that second spin-off movie is going to be Boba Fett. And man, now thinking about the things he could have done for a Boba Fett movie, since he's got kind of a darker, grittier, dare I say, image with film, it's like, man, he really could have knocked it out of the park with Boba Fett.
Oh yeah,
That would have been cool for sure.
So, you know what I mean? It's like, so who are they going to get on board now to do this Boba Fett movie? You know what I mean? It's like, I guess they're gonna have to figure it out soon for sure.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. It's just, I don't know. That sucks.
But how about Boba Fett, man? Like,
Yeah, I'm
everybody
really
was
excited
speculating
about that.
it.
I wonder if
They needed to, because he's kind of like, he's the only character in Star Wars who just has so much hype behind him, who had so little screen time.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And
Every
he's due his own movie. Like, he's due it.
it's
for
weird
sure.
because like now, yeah, like you said, like so little movie time, right? But a lot of people have said that like, oh, he's overrated. Like they'll mention, they'll be like oh, Boba Fett, like he's freaking overrated. You know what I mean? Like
I could see where people would say that from the movies, but just how cool his character is and stuff. I mean, people probably go that route because of what happens in Jedi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's totally shysted in Jedi, and like Empire, man, like he's awesome, dude. He captured Han Solo. Like, he is responsible for everything that goes down in Cloud City.
it was supposed to be a Boba Fett origin story, right?
That's what it's going to be.
Okay,
Yeah, so it's not going to be like he survives, where they're going to... I mean, maybe he does, and he's going to be...
We kind of saw an origin
bringing him
story.
later.
We kind of saw an origin story in Attack of the Clones, though.
Kind of.
Like a little bit.
Get him, Dad! Fire! Fire!
And he's like picking up the headless, you know.
Yeah, so I think the Boba Fett movie is going to be awesome. I'm really intrigued to see where it's going to take place in this story now. Is this going to be like post Revenge of the Sith before A New Hope, or is this going to show? I'm just really curious to see how they're going to do it. Is Darth Vader going to get intertwined, since he's kind of been back and forth working with the Empire,
making deals with the
who
Empire?
knows?
Yeah.
So I'm pumped. I mean, it's Boba Fett. Who doesn't want a Boba Fett movie?
It's very interesting. I'm very excited, though, because, I mean, like I said, I think that brand alone is just so huge. Like, you go to a convention, you see more Mandalorian skulls than you see Rebel Alliance
Oh,
symbols,
yeah,
you know?
it's huge, dude.
It's, like, such a phenomenon. So, like, to see Boba Fett have his own movie, I think they really need to, like, do it justice and hit it out of the park. They really need to show something, like, crazy.
Yeah, it needs to rock. It definitely needs to rock.
There's got to be a reason then they fired him. You know.
Oh yeah, they're not, because Disney's not messing around, man. Like that was a clear sign that it's like, you want to be a part of something special, like you're gonna come in here and you're gonna kick butt.
Yep.
So we'll see, man. We'll see. But Boba Fett movie, cannot wait for that.
Sorry, Josh.
Yeah. Farewell, buddy.
Oh gosh.
I mean, dude, this could have like ruined his career. This
It
really could
might
have ruined
have.
his career, man. Getting
Especially-
fired from Disney like that.
Especially because they became so vocal about it. Like, they didn't just say Josh Trank's fired. They were like, Josh Trank is fired because he sucked during the filming of this movie.
Yeah, I mean,
And we can't handle that. Like,
This
we
could
can't
ruin
do
him.
that.
So yeah, we'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting to see where that goes with him because who knows if he's gonna get work now.
Yeah.
It's
Vanity Fair released, an article on The Force Awakens. I know we've kind of skimmed through it. We did get some casting announcements, which are official now. Nothing too different from what people are already speculating, but Adam Driver is Kylo Ren.
Yep.
And I think that's perfect because I think Adam Driver is going to crush that role. And
Did
he's
you
gonna
look
get
at the
perfect
pictures
Sith.
yet?
I did. I
He
finally
looks
looked at him,
good.
and he does look really
He
good.
I
looks
didn't see
very
him. I didn't see
menacing,
him.
very scary. So, do you know what Adam Driver looks like?
yeah, I've seen his.
So, the picture they released is him leading 2 snowtroopers to their hidden base on the whatever snowy ice planet.
Hothy, whatever.
Probably
thing.
not Hoth, but it's
We'll
an
say
ice planet.
Haku.
Yeah. And he looks so menacing. He's got his dark long black hair and his face is just super pale, almost like a ghost, and he's wearing that all black suit. And he's got this look on his face just like that look that Anakin had when he finally just jumped ship and turned Sith and he had the red eyes and he just looked so angry and just his skin was all
One of the good parts.
yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
parts
One of the
where,
good
man,
parts
okay.
were okay, I like this. And I
Okay.
loved the look on his face during that photo shoot. He looked really, really good.
He's
Yeah.
he's good for that role, and that's gonna be awesome. Gwendolyn Christie, which everybody was picturing this too, but it's confirmed. Captain Phasma, who is
I think that's a cool name.
I like
Yeah,
that too.
I like the name.
And
It's a name that stinks.
It's like it's the Shadow Trooper essentially. They haven't really announced that that's what they're calling him.
Do you think it's like
that,
the next Boba Fett?
I
I think
she's
she's
kind
kind
of
of a hardcore supreme super trooper,
Yeah.
super trooper, like a stormtrooper, like a
Yeah.
top dog.
I know she's an officer of that whatever. That's what they're gonna kind of go for. Is she's this officer in the Empire or whatever, but she's also this super soldier.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean she's hunting the Falcon. I mean you see it in the
Exactly.
trailer now. She's single handedly hunting down the Falcon.
Was it her? I thought it wasn't first.
From what I gathered in that, the way that they showed that, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I think they put the emphasis on the fact that this is going to be a top dog villain in this movie. I think that's why they kind of flashed that a couple times.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if it was her. Anyways, well, let's just say it's her. It is her. Okay, whatever. It looks awesome. Suit looks awesome. She's awesome. Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
she knocks out
that's
hard, dude. You know what scene I'm talking about. Have you seen recently
Yeah.
the last season?
I saw.
You're all caught up.
Yeah, I'm all caught up. So
What are you doing?
there seems to be a Jawa underneath the.
Hey! Get out of here. You're not an extra. So, you need to shut your mouth now. The other casting announcement that we got is Lupita Nyong'o will be CGI'd, and she's playing a character called Maz Kanata, if that's how it's going to be pronounced.
Now, they didn't show her.
Is this for Star Wars?
Yeah.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't show her what she's gonna look like. They just showed her in the suit.
Yeah, just in the motion
Motion
capture
capture.
style.
So you wonder if it's gonna be similar to Avatar, or the Hulk, where they have her facial features on that,
Exactly.
and how they're gonna morph her into what kind of a character she's gonna be. Because they also released a photo of a bunch of bad guy I don't know, almost Mos Eisley Cantina characters. And they didn't have her in there. She was supposed to be a part of that picture, but she wasn't.
Yeah.
So you wonder what.
So they're keeping it under wraps.
Yeah, they're kind of keeping her which is good because I don't want them to release everything about this movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm kind of at that point where anything else that's released, I'm gonna close my eyes.
It's the same thing with Ultron. It's okay, you can stop releasing your 4th trailer now.
Yeah, all these TV spots.
By
my
the time
God,
we
yeah.
saw it on screen, it was the magic was kind of
You'd already seen it.
numb for me,
I'm kind of
Yeah.
like that almost with Jurassic Park too, or Jurassic World. I've seen
Yeah.
enough.
That's why I've avoided, dude. I watched those first two, and that's
Yeah,
it. 'Cause I've heard they've shown a little bit of the climax and stuff. I'm like, ugh.
I'm
avoiding
kind
all
of at
that.
that point where I'm
You
just
need to
I'm
stop.
done.
That's
with
why I
it.
do. That's why we're in Age of Ultron, man. I'll sit back on my chair, it's
Yeah.
I block it. I know I
Yeah.
look like a moron, but it's
No, for sure.
it blocks it out.
Yeah, so I think these are going to be good. I'm excited for the new movie. Everything's falling into place like we expected.
Oh, yeah.
So
Pristine.
Oh yeah. Well,
Pristine.
real quick, Abrams is done filming, isn't he?
Oh yeah, this is.
it's in post
Long
production.
gone,
Yeah, it's
dude.
a
So
thought.
John Williams is currently writing or recording the score. That's all being done right now. They're doing all the post production edits and everything good like that. And then I've heard rumors, and I'm not sure if they're true, but they're waiting on JJ to decide to make another one. if they
So
want
give
JJ
him
attached to number 9.
Hey, do you want to do 9 or not? We're waiting on him.
Yeah.
Like we said in a previous podcast, dude, that's a really positive sign because that means they're so happy with this movie that they're almost saying like fans are going to be stoked. They're going to want him back. So
Yeah.
hell yeah, dude. Yeah, put it in his court.
Well, that'd be cool to end him with 9 and then say goodbye. Like on whatever note that they plan to end it with.
I put my trust in J.J. Abrams for anything, man. I think that guy's extremely talented.
Exactly. His stuff is. I liked everything he's done. I mean, even the Star Trek stuff. It's like this is really enjoyable. Like I'm actually, I'm not even a Star Trek fan. Like I know nothing about this stuff, but it's a lot of fun.
And he crushed it.
Yeah, he's the next Spielberg. Like,
kind of is, man.
I'm sure there's tons of people that will argue that against that, and I'm just like, whatever. Look at his resume. Look at everything he's done. He has taken what Spielberg used to do, and he's doing it again. You know, he's creating that magical universe of movies again. You know, Spielberg had Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, Jaws, like all of those really cool, nerdy, sci-fi almost films, and then JJ's doing that again with Super 8, Star Trek, Star Wars, you know.
Yeah, it's true, man.
Like,
I mean, who knows
even
what his future holds.
Cloverfield, like, he's putting together an amazing resume of, like, kind of next-generation films that are, like, pushing sci-fi to the next, point.
Yeah, which is good, dude, because we need people like that, man, because we need our movies.
We need our movies. I mean, we were talking about, like, with constant recreations of older films, like redos. It's like Super 8's not a redo, or Cloverfield's not a redo. It's a totally original concept at that time. It was so cool,
Yeah, definitely. Last bit of Star Wars stuff here. This is unbelievably huge. Force Friday, September 4th, so mark your calendars right now.
Yep.
They're doing, it's Black Friday for Star Wars fans. All the new Force Awakens merch. Yeah, like we'll be off work.
Taking the day off.
Midnighting this.
I'm going.
Thursday night, midnight, Friday, 12 a.m., however you want to look at it. All the new Force Awakens stuff, and there's going to be merchants across the world participating in this release at midnight. All the new Force Awakens stuff is going to be just on sale.
I'm glad it's in September, so it's not going to be cold and snowy and crappy and 0 degrees.
Yeah. We'll be able to sit outside comfortably.
I don't mind setting up a little like chair and just sitting outside for 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours, 12
Now, were
hours.
they like?
This is
like
unreal, dude.
At all department stores, or
just
like
whoever wants to
it's
participate.
I'm sure they'll have like Walmart, Target, like Hot Topic, Toys R Us. Like
Disney is for sure.
They're gonna go hard on everything, cups, plastic, whatever, spoons. I don't know.
Dude,
it's gonna be
everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be just
yeah, dude, for real.
They did it for episodes 1 through 3. I mean, not on this scale, but I mean, you had like everywhere you went, you had the Star Wars merchandise, And they're going to do like this, but it's going to be on a much bigger scale.
Well, how crazy is it to think that we're not going to get any Force Awakens merchandise till this day, and it's just going to be a bomb drop?
Yeah.
It's not like, get this today, get this tomorrow, get this next. I mean, it's just going to be at one time. But I mean, this is
you wonder what it's going to look like too. You wonder like what they're going to like roll out. If it's going to be cool. Like I thought the Celebration merch was actually really cool. Granted, we didn't get what we wanted out of everything that they showed on their online store, but I mean, it was really cool looking. And I think I hope that their merch and what they unveil is I don't know. I hope it's cool, man. I hope
it has to be, dude.
Well, I'm excited about the toys.
Well, yeah, because like all these new toys.
Yeah, because you look at like when in '99 when they released all the Episode 1 stuff, like all the action figures and all the vehicles and stuff. That stuff's worth tons now, And like this is our opportunity to get the first edition releases of all of these toys, all these vehicles, everything. And it's all new.
Phasma in a little
and
box.
you're not gonna know what to expect. You're gonna see it. And you're like, what is this? Like I haven't seen this before because they're not gonna have like pictures of all this crap, This is going to be released.
It's going to be new for everybody. That's another exciting thing.
I wonder if, with this, if they're going to drop a trailer that Tuesday, Force Friday, but that Tuesday. I wonder if they just haven't announced it yet, or around that time.
I mean, yeah. I can see them totally doing that. It's great, dude. Who else could pull this off but Star Wars? I mean, a global event just to release merchandise.
Think of all the pop.
I've never seen it
out that day, dude.
Oh yeah,
all the Force Awakens pops,
dude,
exclusive, Hot Topic exclusive, Target exclusive, GameStop exclusive, Walmart exclusive.
I'm gonna have to clone my ass, man, and be in multiple places.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna have to coordinate like specifically like okay, we're all at strategic locations across like Lake County.
I know,
and it's like we have our watches synchronized, dude. It's just like right when we go in. All right, I'm gonna get this, you get that.
Yeah, it's gonna be insanity, man. But
I'm very excited.
Like this, man. Slurpees, dude. Look at it. Granted, I got fucking Anakin, but
Yeah, check out that Slurpee.
he's got Anakin too.
Yeah, but then you got Obi-Wan on the other side.
Oh, okay, I got Obi-Wan. Okay.
Master.
I'm sorry, master. My master.
Do it, dude. Just say it. Just say it.
Dude.
I see them, yeah.
I see through the lies of the check Oh man, that's it for the Star Wars stuff, man. A lot of exciting stuff for Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got our comic book stuff and a huge bomb drop with Civil War. So the people that we knew that were going to be a part of this movie already: Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther, Black Widow, the Winter Soldier, Falcon, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, Sharon Carter, Crossbones. Yeah, that's what we already knew. Now they have officially announced that we're going to get that remaining, and slight spoiler here, so real quick, if you haven't seen Avengers Age of Ultron, when I wave my hands again, we're good. Slight spoiler right now. Newcomers confirmed are going to be The Vision, War Machine, Ant-Man, and dig this, William Hurt, who is General Thaddeus Ross from the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. So, spoiler over.
That's crazy.
Dude, they've been ignoring the Incredible Hulk movie, and the fact that they're bringing William Hurt back, who was completely on board for capturing Hulk. Like, he's going to have a huge part in this, dude. He's going to come out and speak against what happened in that movie. They're recognizing
and
this
you
movie.
wonder,
Wait,
you wonder
so
how much...
Is that General? I'm trying to think of...
So, in the Incredible Hulk...
Liv Tyler's dad in that.
Okay.
He was the general who basically built that Tim Roth super...
I remembered. Hey, I'm trying to think of his face. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
It's crazy that they're bringing him back, dude. Like, and it makes sense because of what happened in that movie.
Yeah,
I think
it would be cool to introduce him. I would like him to though play like a really big part in the Superhero Registration Act. Like, have him talking at Congress and have him actually like pushing this, and him work with Tony Stark. Like him and Tony Stark be like really tight throughout this movie, you know?
Yeah. Well, because there's that post-credit scene, dude. When Tony Stark came in at the bar at the end of Incredible Hulk and talked to him, he just basically said, like, hey, man, like, we're putting this together.
This is basically going to be like Avengers 3. Like, this is like...
It's going to be on that. This is going to be on
third
that
scale.
scale.
This easily could have been Avengers, Civil War, and then did Infinity War. Easily.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it could have been.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be a nice thing because they're going to, introduce, Black Panther and Spider-Man, get them introduced to everybody. And the nice thing, too, is having Ant-Man in there. Now we don't have to wait till Infinity War to see these characters meet. Like, it's going to happen in this movie, so come Infinity War, it doesn't have to be this whole, well, we need you for this, we need you. They'll already know each other, so it'll mesh together a little bit better.
You wonder what they're going to, and I mean, I know this is a little off topic, but you wonder if they're going to try and do any kind of mashup with the new Daredevil. Because I mean, in the first episode of the new Daredevil, they straight up they talk about the New York incident.
Oh, there's stuff throughout the whole show that references because they're in New York,
right? Exactly.
They reference it hardcore in there.
So you would
like Hell's Kitchen being rebuilt, after Avengers.
Yeah, so you wonder, like, will they throw him in there? Like, do you think they could? Because he's under contract to do movies. He can do movies if they want him to.
Oh yeah.
Or do they keep it just a Netflix show?
I think they can. It's just it depends on how far they want to go with it.
Yeah.
The TV thing or Netflix thing in that case, and the movie is it's such a different. It's a shared universe, but it feels so segregated.
Oh yeah, it's very
where
different.
If they brought Daredevil in on their side, people who love the Daredevil show would be like, hell yeah. And that might even divide people, but it's killer. It's killer. But then it might divide audiences for people who didn't see Daredevil. It's like, wait a minute, where's this guy coming from? And now you almost have to give that slight background story just to get people up to speed who don't know the show.
I think it could be problematic just in the regard that the Daredevil, series is so much more realistic.
Yep.
Oh, it's dark.
It's so realistic. It's so dark. It shows a hero who can really get hurt. You know what I mean? Like, even the first and second episode, he's got broken ribs and he's all jacked up.
Have you finished it?
I just done the first two, so.
And I won't spoil anything, but there's
you know what I mean.
There's an episode that really
it's not like Avengers where it's like I
I
get hit and I brush it off. Like, he gets hit and he goes down. Like, and that's what I like about those kinds of superheroes is because they're so human. That's why I like the Punisher. That's why I like Daredevil. And it could be very problematic to throw him into a universe where it's these unstoppable heroes.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You very rarely see Tony Stark jacked up unless it's like the end of the movie. After he's taken a beating. Like,
it makes
you wonder...
That would be the biggest problem, is meshing together these two vastly different tones.
Because Daredevil's not really a superhero. He's a hero. You know? And that's almost the difference. The Punisher is not a superhero. He doesn't have superhuman abilities. He's just a normal dude who's acting on good conscience and, you know, kind of trying to take vengeance
in his
on
mind.
bad guys.
It's like Eye of the Tiger.
Everyone in the Avengers is super powerful in one way or the other. I mean, Hawkeye isn't technically a superhero, but he's got, you know, I guess
amazing bow skills. Yeah,
like a military training that puts him above
their skills. No.
So I don't know. I think it could be problematic. It would be cool to have him thrown in there, maybe just thrown in there, but like I don't want to see him have a huge role in anything with the movies.
No, for sure.
Because I think it would be way too skewed, and they would have to like do something crazy with him.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel it too.
I agree, but after you guys finish that, man, after you guys finish the season, you'd be like, yeah, I don't want him touching like the movies.
Yeah,
like it'll be cool. Like say they do it, it'll be cool. But yeah, it's like, how do you utilize someone who isn't a superhero? You are gonna get injured if something big happens. Like you can probably fight your way through some stuff, but you ain't gonna do a whole lot. And on top of that, what yours just said, yeah, these tones meshing. You know, like it's just
hard to. It's really
very hard to have. You know, I don't know. Like say he's gonna take rules and stuff and take orders from Captain America.
Yeah.
But it's like he's known for doing his own thing. Like I'm gonna do my own. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. It's weird.
But I'm very excited that Ant-Man's going to be a part of it.
I am too. I think that's awesome, dude. Like Ant-Man was not even here, and we already know when we're going to see him next. So
I was worried. I was a little worried because I was like, Ant-Man looks really, really good, and it looks really different than all the other Marvel movies. And then they're just going to like say bye, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of pointless to just have Ant-Man come in, have Hank Pym come in, and then just see ya, you know? Like have no actual, I guess.
Comes out what, couple months?
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling they're going to tie I think they're tying Ant-Man directly into Civil War. I think the post-credits scene is going to directly tie into Civil War. I think something with the Pym particles is going to almost be like that final straw, and that's how he's going to get tied into it.
Because Paul Rudd's huge, and like it was very surprising for me to see that he wanted to do more than just one.
I was really shocked when they cast him.
Because he's kind of one of those guys where it's just like, he's big enough that he doesn't need these movies. You know?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't need them in his career. He's already very established.
It's another exciting thing, because that means he wants to be a part of this, which is cool as a fan.
Definitely.
You know what's weird is I heard something too that a lot of these major Hollywood actors and actresses want to do like superhero roles. Like that's the new hotness now.
Oh, it's going to be everything eventually, man. I mean, eventually it's not just going to be Marvel and DC, like comic properties from, you know,
everything,
image and you know what I mean? Everything, dude.
Dynamic, like, all of them.
Yeah, it's all going to start getting picked up.
It really kind of started with like The Walking Dead. I mean, that was just an independent, you know, book. Like it came out, you know, in the early 2000s, and it wasn't really like a crazy thing until it got that TV show, and it's a huge thing now. It's a huge phenomenon. And then like Preacher just got picked up for like a pilot.
Yeah.
And I haven't read that fully. I've read parts of it, but like that's supposed to be really amazing. And all these other books are starting to kind of pop up. You're starting to see movies made you know, based off them. So
if there's money to be made, trust me, they'll do it.
Honestly, though, and I think it's sad though. Like, and it's not sad that we're seeing lots of comic book movies. It's sad that Hollywood is running out of ideas that now they have to jock the ideas from comic books. And I feel like that's the reason why, because before comic books, it was like remake, and now it's like, well, people don't want remakes. I mean, you saw Total Recall flop, you know, all these other movies flop, so it's like, okay, we don't have any original ideas. What do we do, guys? Oh, let's go straight to comic books.
Yeah.
Let's just copy off the success.
You know,
it'll get driven into the ground.
I swear, it's going to happen. You know, like this is the next thing. But all these actors are probably like, man, I need to get my foot in the door with this comic book business because it's blowing up right now.
Well, that's all it takes, dude. Because everybody's business model now, it's not about just making one successful movie. Everybody wants to do a shared universe, and it's not about your movie today. It's about how many can we make after this.
Yep.
So yeah, dude, anybody wants to get attached to that because it's almost immediate financial security. You know what I mean? If it's a success, you're set.
I mean, you got Al Pacino wanting to do a comic book movie.
Or in the next case here, Tom Hardy, who drops out of Suicide Squad, comes right out just like, I want to be the next Punisher. he's going to be the next Punisher. If
They
he's coming
better
out and
give it
saying
to
that,
him.
they're going to give it to him.
Which
They better give it to him, and they better.
I wish they would have been Aaron Eckhart, not Aaron Eckhart.
Aaron Eckhart. You and Thomas
Tom
Jane?
Jane.
Thomas Jane. I'm sorry, I get the two mixed up. I get Aaron Eckhart and Thomas Jane mixed up. I want it to be Thomas Jane because Thomas Jane is.
And I do too, but the first movie flopped, so it was kind of like if they use Thomas Jane again, it's probably not going to have as much hype behind it.
It's going to be Tom Hardy, dude.
They got to do Tom Hardy because he's the new hotness. I mean,
Yeah,
he's just
he's
coming
a
out with a
huge
new
name.
Mad Max movie that
and
looks
I,
phenomenal.
And I know I'm a Tom Hardy fan, and I would like it. Like I will like that film. Like, he's got the buff look. He's got that like soldier like.
well, that's what you need is his
pain like look
just
to him.
the way he comes across as an actor. Every one of his roles is just so good, but just so dark, and he doesn't even talk that much. I mean, you see every movie he puts out, he barely talks, and you don't even need him to talk. You know?
Oh, yeah,
he's such a good
sells
actor. He doesn't
emotion,
need, yeah. So, if they do make something with a Punisher, I think Thomas Jane needs to be a part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily an actor, but somewhere behind the scenes, Thomas Jane has to be a part of that because of what he did with or Dirty Laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
Thomas
that
YouTube
YouTube
video.
video,
It
'cause
would
that
be
was
cool to see him come back.
Fantastic.
But I mean, you got an A-list actor out here saying I want this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't pass it up.
How cool would it be though?
While
if-
Hugh Jackman wants out, he said the next one he's done.
yeah, he's
Hugh
done after
Jackman's
this.
Yeah, he's done.
How cool would it be though if they brought Punisher in, similar to how they do in the books with the new Spider-Man? Because Punisher is initially a bad guy trying to kill Spider-Man. Like
Yeah.
the first Punisher shows up in Spider-Man trying to put a hit on him. So what if like that is like how they introduce him to the like Marvel universe?
A bad guy.
That'd be
Because they
interesting,
just brought in the new Spider-Man, right? So it's like you could totally do something like that. Bring him
They
in
could.
as a bad guy, and then
'Cause
like
he
watch his character.
He's always been that weird
progress.
anti-hero type character, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially in the events of is it Civil War? Or no, was it Infinity?
Infinity. They don't want him like.
But that's when he showed up. He goes ballistic, dude. Right? He like loses it in
Is
there. I
that-
think it was in Infinity. It's either that or Civil War, man. One I can't remember now. I'm getting cross-eyed, but there was one where Punisher. They're like, we don't want this psychopath with us, dude. Like, hardcore. We're like against having Punisher be a part of everything. So it's like
Because
I
he
think
just
it's
loses his
Civil
core.
War. I think it's. Oh man, I can't. I reread Civil War like almost the same time I reread Infinity, so I'm like
Same.
mixing it up.
it's got to be Civil War.
I think it's Civil War. Civil War. Punisher shows up to help, and they're like, "This man is a madman, a psychopath," and then like he gets in a huge fight, and gets his ass beat. But like, yeah, they totally throughout a lot of the books though, Punisher is like not good. Like no one likes him.
Yeah, like
you know?
he's willing to do whatever it takes to
Yeah.
get whatever
'Cause, I mean,
motive he wants.
He's
you know?
not, he's not the hero. He kills. He's a killer. He's a murderer. Like that's why everyone
Which is
doesn't
why
want to
Tom
associate.
Hardy would be good with that though, because they, now that they're doing Deadpool, you could do like a proper
Mhm.
R-rated Punisher movie with Tom Hardy,
Yep.
and you
God, I
push
totally
those
forgot about
boundaries.
Deadpool, man. It's like everything's coming at once now.
I'm so
You know?
excited though. I'm so excited. Like, and I'm glad that they're gonna pull the trigger on an R rating too. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
for Deadpool, yeah.
Yeah.
Which if they did successful and Tom Hardy is doing Punisher and they do like a separate Punisher movie, that's just got to be R rated too. Like,
Oh yeah,
has
they'd
to be.
have to, man.
Yeah.
They'd have to, because it would work. The last bit of comic book news, this was really cool. I'm sure everybody's seen this, but the Suicide Squad released the first official cast photo of everybody minus Joker.
yeah,
But
everyone looked good.
dude,
Yeah.
hell yeah, they looked awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with it.
And that the highlight, or like I don't want to say the highlight of it, but kind of, but the main focus I think for everybody was like, what is Harley Quinn going to look like? Everybody wants to see how Harley Quinn's going to look.
totally
I
looked
thought
like
she looked
Harley.
awesome.
Yeah, it looked like Harley Quinn to me, man. It looked like oh God, your typical Harley. It didn't look like some weird thing like the Joker or anything like that.
I
It
liked
was
it.
like traditional.
I liked it. Yeah, it wasn't over the top skank looking or anything. It was
Yeah.
proper. It was sexy but subdued, and I was
Yeah.
like, hell yeah.
And I'm really excited that they're going kind of not for such an animated look for everybody.
Exactly.
You know?
It was,
It looks more realistic.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you. Like, I'm glad you guys are gonna.
which
do
holds
something
true to
cool.
what DC said they want to
Yeah.
do: make realistic, grittier kind of films, and that cast what it looks like. Especially Killer Croc in there. When you saw Killer Croc, like when they said they were bringing him in, I was like, how are you gonna do that? But when you see him, he's not. He's just a big guy who looks scaly. So it's you could. Maybe they explain it by something, you know what I mean? Gets acid thrown on him, man. He's just all
It
deformed.
definitely looks very good. So
Everything looked nice.
now let's see what Joker really looks like.
Yeah.
And then kind of
And hopefully he's not damaged.
We talked about that last time. And it was just that was.
It was all part of the promo.
Yeah,
for
we
the
talked about that in the
years
car.
of Joker,
We talked about it in the car on the way to
no tattoos, but yeah, I can't wait to see what like this final Joker is going to look like. And regardless, man, I'm still more pumped for Suicide Squad than anything else DC has announced.
Definitely.
Easily. And this cast photo got me really excited.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it is successful, it's weird. It's like you want Batman Superman to be super successful, right? Like that's your baby. Those are your prime like top A dogs. But it's like you got say for example, it's a box office smash, but critics don't really like it. Fans, and then you got Suicide Squad that comes out, and it's like, whoa, man, this is totally like this is what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Like so weird. They're gonna be like their whole business model and their vision, their blueprint for the future is gonna be like, oh shit! Like, how do we do this now?
It could so easily happen, man. Because look at Marvel, dude. Marvel's whole thing was like, we got our superheroes and our Avengers movies, and they're like, you know what? This is going so good. Screw it. Let's toss a Guardians of the Galaxy movie in. That's my favorite of all the Marvel movies. It made almost as much money as any of the Marvel movies.
Cap 2 is up. I think I'll be honest. I like Cap 2 and Guardians more than Ultron. I don't know why I'm just rambling, but I just
No. I'm there. Mine goes Guardians, Civil War, Avengers 1.
Civil War.
Not Civil War. Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
And then Avengers 1.
Should do you in on something that I don't know about?
I'm a mole.
There's a big old matrix.
You work for it. Never mind.
I'm here for Marvel. You guys are giving away spoilers.
Yeah.
Cattle.
Cal probably like Goldberg.
Pull the like
Goldberg, Kevin Nash style. Yeah.
No, my childhood.
Yeah.
My late '90s childhood.
Yeah, dude. Man, that photo looks killer, man. We've touched base on this. I just figured, just to throw it out there, it's confirmed. I mean, it's happening. Indiana Jones movie they already said it, but we know it's in stone. Now it's just a matter of when.
Mm-hmm.
They said it might be a little while. There's no talks if they're going to go with the new Indiana Jones or they're going to keep Harrison Ford. They haven't even officially announced that. So I guess there's still that chance that they could keep Harrison Ford in it, where maybe it's going to be a passing of the torch type movie. So, you know what I mean? I don't want this to feel like a remake. I really want this to feel like it's still within the same continuity of the original Indiana Jones, kind of like they did with 21 Jump Street. It's a remake per se, a reimagining, but it didn't ignore the fact that the TV show happened because they brought in, Johnny Depp, and I can't remember the other kid's name, but they brought them in. It's like, okay, it's still in the same universe. It's just a retelling in a sense. I hope they keep it in that kind of a vein like that.
Definitely. I want them to pass the torch. I love Harrison Ford, but Harrison Ford can't do it. He just can't. He can't physically do an Indiana Jones movie the way I want to see an Indiana Jones movie. I want the stunts. I want the, I just don't want to see an old man doing it.
Yeah.
It'd be like watching Indiana Jones 3 and Sean Connery doing a bunch of stunts. It's kind of like, no.
Come on, Sean.
Like, you play the old man here. And I would love to see Indiana Jones do something similar to that, where, like, maybe they kind of follow where 4 left off, with Mutt being his son or whatever, but leave Shia LaBeouf out of it. Have a new person take the reins and, like, have a proper transition.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with that.
And also, please don't give me another CGI, crapshoot. Like, that was my biggest pet peeve with number 4.
Oh, that was way too much
CGI, and it's like
Lucas had his hands way too much on that movie.
Yeah, dude, it was just like, come on, man, you have a massive scale of CGI trying to make this gigantic scenery look good, and it's just like, no other Indiana Jones did that. Raiders of the Lost Ark was a real set in the desert, you used real shots, like, you didn't have all this other crap, like,
yeah, CGI sand.
So, I would love to.
that alien spaceship at the end. I mean, I thought it was cool, but it was like, now that looking back on it,
was cool.
I watched it again. Like, this is 4 months ago, and I saw that scene. I turned on the TV, and it was happening right there. I was like, oh, it's the ending, and I was like, wow, this is like, I totally remember seeing this in theaters, and I was being wowed by it. But now, like, watching it again, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I love. I love it, and I love the movie, like, for what it is, but in no, like, ever, it should never happen where a scene from Indiana Jones looks like a scene from National Treasure.
And with that note,
like, Lucasfilm has such a big budget, they should make it look better than what it did. It looked like I was watching a dang, like,
That's why I'm happy that Disney's got this stuff, dude.
Disney
because they're all
seems
about
to have-
respecting fans. I think they know.
Yeah.
They know what the fans want.
I think Kathleen Kennedy is the proper person to take over.
Absolutely.
I mean, she used to be Spielberg's like assistant.
Oh, yeah, dude.
She's
She's like
been
the
there
right-hand
since
woman.
day one, since the '80s. So I
Yep.
think she knows that everything they make needs to be perfect. And
Yeah.
that's why, like, this Indiana Jones thing, I'm really excited, but I don't want them to rush it. I want them to take their time, figure out a good, proper story to go with, a good, proper cast, and, like, you know, how they're going to actually pass the torch along.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Harrison Ford is what, like in his 70s?
73, I think.
I
Maybe
think if
74.
the movie hasn't even been announced, it probably wouldn't come out for 6 years. So he would be, you know,
Yeah, we got
almost
we got
80
ways,
by the
dude.
time it would have to happen. So
They got to
there's no way
squeeze
you
this
could-
in between. They got to. This is the thing, dude. Disney's got Marvel and Star Wars, so they'd have
Mm-hmm.
to squeeze this in between when the Star Wars movies and Marvel movies are coming out, because they're not going to have Indiana Jones competing against a Marvel movie or
Exactly.
something. So it definitely they got to find their place. But yeah, dude, hell yeah. Who's not ready for Indiana? Man?
Oh
I mean, it's
my God,
it'll be awesome.
I-
We just got to get the right guy.
They'll do
to
it.
play
They'll
him.
do it right.
Yeah, just need the right guy in the role.
Yep. Chris Pratt. Sorry, I was coughing.
Real quick bit of
I didn't
news.
even hear you say yeah.
real quick here. John Wick 2 is official. Keanu Reeves is coming back.
Good, because
So,
that was one of the best
Awesome.
action movies I've seen in the last like 10 years of my fucking life.
about 20,000 more headshots.
Oh.
Call that one a night. We're
I
good
I
there.
showed real
Keanu
quick-
Reeves is back. Thank you.
I showed my girlfriend.
Yeah,
my
that's gonna be
girlfriend and I
cool.
watched that movie, and I was like, "Look, I know you don't like action films, but just watch this with me. We really enjoyed it. It's one of the best movies we've seen in a long time, action wise. Action film. I know you don't like him. We watched the whole thing. She was like, "Wow, I really love that movie. She said, that was awesome."
It was so
good,
well
dude.
done.
Yeah.
Even in like forget the story and the acting, the cinematography was phenomenal.
Oh, it was sick.
Oh my gosh!
Home run,
all
dude.
of those
Home
like
run.
one shot like sequences.
Home run. Yeah.
Even just the way they had the camera and like the scenery set up and everything, like all the just it
Yeah.
felt so right. I loved it. I thought it
Definitely
was-
pumped for 2, and I still hope that they continue off with Ian McShane's character. Like I hope they play. You know, they set him up to play him in more here. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, cool news. Here's we can rant real quick on this. So this Terminator Genesis poster and new trailer, which I didn't see that trailer until we saw Age of Ultron. And at that point, when they started playing it, I was already so annoyed and pissed with this movie. I was just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna watch this trailer and let it happen. Holy cow, man! Holy cow! Talk
Way to
about
just-
spoiling your whole
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. They gave everything away.
Literally, we're gonna go see this movie, and we're just gonna be like, "All right,
This
I
just
already
shows-
saw this on TV."
This
Like,
just shows how non-confident they are with this movie, man. Like, what? Not that it would have been the best twist ever, because now it's totally ruined. But how cool would it have been to go to the movie, right? You're watching, you're just expecting to see Arnold do his thing, and there's like this alternate timeline. Here comes John Connor, dude, and he's a freaking machine. Just to get that on screen, even if it wasn't like a good way to do it, but just like that, wow, holy crap!
The
Now
only
we
thing,
already know
the
it's
only thing
ruined.
is like, if there's a twist with that twist, like they revealed the twist, but if there's like a twist in that,
It's
I'm
still
sure
ruined.
there is.
That is a twist right
I'm
there.
sure there's
It's
going to be a
not.
twist within a twist. I mean, but it's already like I've already given up. I've already given up
it's done,
hope.
dude.
I don't. Everything about this movie is so not epic. There's nothing like of epic proportion to me that makes me just like, oh my gosh. I was more excited for Terminator Salvation.
Get
than I
in,
am for
soldier!
Right now.
Yeah.
Like seeing the
Now!
Terminator Salvation trailers, I was way more excited than this.
Yeah.
Like
It's gonna
the
suck,
the
dude.
T1000
It sucks, but it's going to.
liquid metal guy like is so not menacing, and he just
The
looks
Asian?
like crap.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, he looks
No, yeah.
terrible.
I just don't care about him. He's like using his arm as a javelin. Like I don't know. It's just stupid.
It's like,
He like it's like what the hell is that? And then
who's the original actor from T1000 Judgment Day? I can't think of his name. Patrick something Patrick John Patrick or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
something.
Well, anyways, they asked him. This is pretty recently, and you can tell he's aging.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, "Would you ever do that role again?" He's like, "No, I would never do that role again." He's like, "I did it once. It's done. Like I did my part. I'm happy with it. I'm moving on. Like I moved on. I'm done."
And everything about this movie is just lining up so poorly. Like, okay, so John Connor is a Terminator now, and he looks like the most unstoppable Terminator yet. And it's just like, first, where does this even come from? Why is he sitting Kyle Reese back now if he's been a Terminator this whole time?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just go back? And then it's like, oh wait, he is going back because they have him in sequences with Sarah Connor, and it's just like,
it's just a waste,
What
dude.
is
He
this?
could have sent himself
Timeline's
back and just
so
been
confusing.
like, hey, I'm your son, I came back to help you. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be stupid how they even explain it. The whole movie is done, and I feel bad for all these people that, you know what I mean, who are genuinely excited for this movie, who are, maybe they read about it, and they're skipping this trailer to avoid everything, but you go to the movies, and here's a frickin' poster hanging right out, dude, that just, there you go, man. You can't even avoid it. You can't even avoid it because it's on the poster.
There's got to be a twist in that twist, dude. It's the only thing I can think of to, like, save your film.
I'm still just like...
The only twist that's going to make me excited, dude, is a freaking RoboCop jumps in the movie at the end and starts blowing shit up, and then Judge Dredd shows up and starts blowing shit up.
You are under arrest, citizen!
Yeah.
Like...
John Spartan from fucking Demolition Man. John Spartan, you are fine. 400 credits.
Yeah, this movie's toast.
Yeah.
So that's enough of that crap. We'll be seeing it, though. So Cube.
No way, dude.
Yeah, have you seen Cube?
Oh my god, that's an awesome film.
It is, dude. Cube.
It's,
All right.
it's like a horror genre.
No, I know. I'm trying to remember what it is because I haven't seen it, but I know about it.
Okay, so it's like this horror action adventure thriller sci-fi film, man. Like it's one of the coolest original movies. So basically,
Awesome.
It's
Awesome.
I swear, like
Awesome.
I know what this movie is, but it's not coming to me. Like
it's
immediately.
these group of people, right? These bunch of random people that just wake up and they're in a cube. And
Kind of like Saw.
Similar to Saw, dude. I'm sure Saw had a lot of influence from this movie.
Oh yeah.
They're all kind of scattered, you know, some of them are in different areas, and they eventually start meeting up and stuff. But this cube,
Is it like a big cube, like a big like area? That
they're in it's like 10 by 10
Okay.
cubes, and there's tons of these cubes, man. It's like one big cube with all these 10 by 10 cubes in
Okay.
it.
Like a Rubik's
Okay.
cube.
And these rooms are booby trapped. There's only one safe room you can get in and stuff. And there's rooms on each wall, so there's 6 different entrances in and out of each one of these cubes.
Maybe I've seen this. It sounds so familiar to me.
It's one of the coolest movies, man. And so they got to make this way around this cube to try to survive. And there's all this, you know, it comes down to mathematical things. It's really cool. Everybody should go check this movie out because it's one of the most original sci-fi
Every
films.
person that's in that room has a special talent, and they have to like know each other. Like one person will be really good at like Sky said, like mathematics. One person will be really good at like, I don't know, like breaking out of banks or something like that. You know, he's a thief, so he's good at like getting into tiny spaces and whatever. But it's like, oh man, without spoiling it.
No, I think I saw it a long time ago, but I need to revisit it.
So they're remaking this.
It's getting
It
remade,
sounds so familiar.
and I'm really excited for this because
They better not screw this up.
Cool. This is the thing. I think this is one of those remakes, man, where they don't have to remake the movie. They can take the same general idea and just give a different story to it.
Like Predators.
No, not like Predators, man. Something like oh man, I can't even think of something off the top of my head here. But you don't have to remake the movie because just the general idea of the movie, you could make tons of movies with this and do different traps and different story arcs and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just cool, man.
The ending is a huge twist, though. It's
awesome, dude.
Awesome.
This is one of the coolest sci-fi movies I have ever seen. It is fantastic.
It's up there. It's up there for me. Like with shit, like with
with poop.
no, I like said with and it would with like a Lawnmower Man, dude.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, Lawnmower Man was awesome.
Oh yeah,
I love
dude.
that movie.
All right, I don't know if Cube's got a Blu-ray release yet. If it doesn't, screw it, man. Well, we need to check this movie out. We'll all watch it together, dude, so you can get refreshed.
Oh,
with
Let's
it.
do
I'd
that
love
for
to
that
see it
first
again.
movie night we were playing.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah.
It's killer. Last bit of movie news, man. So much good stuff this week, but this last one, I don't know how I feel about this. Like we'll get into this here real quick.
I don't like
Universal Monsters shared universe, right? So, you know, the people creating this thing came out. They said they're going to kind of hold back. You know, they kind of had this whole thing to just push these movies out. They're going to kind of scale back a little bit and take their time, which is really cool. But this is the thing that I've got a little bit of an issue with. They blatantly came out and just said this. We're not going for the horror type movie. We're going for these action thrillers, and we're aiming all of these towards a PG-13.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know how I
don't
feel
like it.
about that.
This disgusts me.
You might as well just file for bankruptcy now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give up, please.
I don't know how I feel, dude. I don't mind the fact that they want to go PG-13, but I don't like the fact that they specifically came out and said we're stirring away from horror and going for the straight
Because that was the big question.
action.
You were asking
That
the
was
same
my biggest
question.
thing. Are you going action or are you going horror? Well, now we know
Yeah.
they're not going to go for anything scary.
I think it's stupid.
You
I
ready
think
for
it's
like a Van
pointless.
Helsing piece of shit?
How do you make a mummy movie all action unless you do a Brandon
Brandon
Fraser thing? I like that
First
movie,
one I
but-
like, but the
yeah.
others, it's like...
But I mean, how do
Really?
you incorporate that for the creature and stuff? It's just, man, but you got to have that dark. I don't know, man.
I'm over this. I'm over this whole.
Unless they realize
crap.
they can't recreate
That Dracula
original
Untold stuff was just nonsense. Then it's gonna be another like the remake of The Wolfman with Anthony Hopkins was trash.
Oh man, yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that film. That explains why I don't remember it.
Awful. It was awful. And then like movies like The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Like, come on, really?
That sucked too.
Yeah,
that's like
too. This is what you're gonna have is like a bunch of Van Helsing's, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, like just giant crap shows that don't make any sense. And why would you? These are like classics. I don't know. I cannot like put into words how pissed off it makes me. Like Frankenstein is like an action hero. Like
you see put some green
makeup. Like Lou Ferrigno back. I'm not the Hulk.
He's got 2 bolts right.
Yeah. Like it's.
I gotta get paid. I gotta get paid.
This is just a dumb
$50 for a
idea.
picture, kid.
Pretty soon they're gonna have like Universal Monsters versus the Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah,
you know, like some bullshit mashup, like
Universal Monsters versus Puppet Master.
It's just, oh God, why can't they just like?
Because it's over.
I don't want to talk about it. They're done. Is really dumb. Like
they're done. They're done.
Movie quote.
Take all the time.
How are you gonna make Creature of the Black Lagoon like an action movie,
dude? Jabin, what you got for that epic movie quote?
I know we're doing movie quotes a little different now, but I'll give you guys like 5 seconds to answer it. I had to leave out a name I had to blank out a name because I won't blank it out anymore. But anyways, all right, here it is. Give you guys 5 seconds. Now you listen to me, blank, and you listen good. I want that weapon, and I want it now. You will face that weapon on the deck at your feet, and you will step away from it. And then the blank name then aims the weapon at the guy that I just quoted. What movie is this?
Dude, I'm drawing a huge blank.
Full Metal Jacket. You listen to me.
Yeah. Where he's in the bathroom with this
bastard!
rifle.
You just watched that, didn't you?
No.
You took this. Oh, I thought you just watched because you took my set.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, where he lays the rifle. Well, no, he doesn't.
I wanted something. I wanted something Kubrick, and I wanted the opening.
That's a good one.
I wanted the opening line.
That's a really intense scene.
I wanted the opening line from the main character, Michael McDowell's character from.
Malcolm McDowell and Clockwork.
Where he's like, I live on the flat with my mom and my dad. You know, like that one.
Right.
But
Full Metal Jacket has so many quotable.
Oh yeah.
Like
that scene right there is one of the most intense scenes of any movie, man. Like,
especially when
finally just snaps.
Especially when he starts like reenacting like all of the military exercises, you know, where he's like,
"This is my rifle.
This is my rifle. This is my like," and he's just.
I was like, tell how conditioned he is, man.
Yeah,
the mind control.
Mind control, dude. Yeah,
it's so realistic too, man.
Yeah.
Like that movie.
That's a really good.
That movie hits me really hard. Like anytime I watch it, I'm like, man, this is. Ugh.
Yeah,
people sign up for that stuff, dude. That's alright though.
Yeah,
no, I ain't like that anymore. But man, that stuff was intense then, man. Get drafted in, get treated like shit like that.
Yeah. Shit. I'm just thinking about
that
like
was back when war movies had a message.
Yeah.
Yeah. For some reason,
new patriotic crap like American Sniper.
There's yeah, for real, dude, for real.
It's all.
I think the last good
crap.
war movie was probably Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah, and then
definitely.
they just started regurgitating movies left and right.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I gotta get this off my chest real quick here. Real quick. The Patriot, man. Everybody loves that movie. There's spots I like about it. I'm telling you.
Are you talking about the ending?
Dude, one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my
ending?
entire life, man.
Is it
Mel Gibson, dude, and that other general or whatever, man, are about to go at it, dude. And it's just like, everybody, dude, on Mel Gibson's side, just like running past them. There's just like this epic battles going on. Everybody's just like, move forward. It's like, dude, if I was one, I'm like, kill that guy. Like, what is this crap, dude?
Yeah. Like, that probably happened in real war. You know what I mean? Like,
so stupid,
every man for himself, just like
yeah.
like you're running like,
movie can suck it, dude. Suck it. So hard. And then what was that, Wind Talkers? Is that scene in Wind Talkers when Nicolas Cage is standing there and that guy happens to run all the way across the freaking field at him and he's the one who turns around and kills him?
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm done.
It's not mine.
Saving Private Ryan's a really good movie, though.
It is.
That is a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
The next good war movie is going to be
Rogue One.
Damn straight it is. Oh, yeah. That's going to do it. Cool.
Let's do it.
Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/NerfHerders Podcast, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We will see you all next week. Got a lot of new content on the channel coming on the way. If you want to check out
personal videos and stuff dropping.
Yeah, we're gonna start hitting this stuff up here. So
I'm amateur, so I have to do my video editing skills somehow good.
Time to learn.
Yeah, I gotta learn them good.
If you want to check out the spoiler-free review for Age of Ultron, you can check that out, and then we're gonna be doing a big spoiler discussion just a little bit here. So thank you guys very much for watching. Until next time, keep on nerf herding.